Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
I'm not even gonna be here long, man. I'm dual streaming. I'm up on Rumble right now, live. I'm so used to like doing things so fast. You know, I told you I'm not doing no more boxing lives on YouTube, but I stand myself corrected only because when something weird happens, I want to let y'all know about it live and immediately. All right, this was weird. This was weird as hell. First and foremost, and salute to everybody on Rumble. I recommend everyone head over there after this. Not gonna be long. Not gonna be long. Because I know everybody's live. Look, man, this was some weird stuff. This was some weird stuff, man. That's the Rumble link. Y'all head over there when y'all get a minute. I'm gonna pin that. This was weird. Is anybody gonna say Usyk needs to pack it up, even though he won it in the fashion that he did? Now, let me say this. I was watching the fight, but I was listening to BF Cook. Right? I put in his chat. I say, look, that uppercut's there all night. I just thought that Usyk would clip him a lot sooner. Now, this is a double-edged sword. Did Usyk work for that? Yeah, he did. You know, Rico, I saw a lot of he has a herky-jerky style. He's in shape. It showed. But he leads with his head, and there's no movement when he rushes in with his head. I'm saying the uppercut's right there. Now, I'm going to say something that might not register to some people. AJ smokes not Usyk. AJ smokes Rico in about 3 rounds. You know why? That uppercut. Anthony Joshua has a very nice uppercut. And you can see Usyk, Rico's clearly not a boxer, but he had enough athletic ability and a confusing enough style that, you know, it kept Usyk, you know, on edge, and he was confused. But I'll give it to him. He kept his composure. Usyk has a poker face, but he was losing this fight. Now, that was a clean uppercut that Usyk finally landed, and I don't understand. My gosh. When he got caught early in the fight with an uppercut, when he got caught early, I don't know how his corner didn't tell him, yo, look, don't do that. You're rushing in. He's just walking in. And I'm like, nah. You remember how Mike Tyson used to bob and weave on the inside? Bop, 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 bop. Then he launched the uppercut. The thing with Mike, though, he always threw a right uppercut. So when he would bob to the last bob to the right, that's when you put a jab in his forehead, make him reset. That's just something that a trainer and I was discussing way back in the 80s. It was 1, 2, 3, then he would throw a right uppercut. That's when you knock him off balance. You take a half step back, and then you can shoot him with a straight right hand or just a jab, make him reset. That was just something I noticed by way of film. Rico was just walking right foot over left foot over right and just walking in. I said, the uppercut's there. I put it in my brother's chat. I said, the uppercut's there. It's right there. And Usyk did land it. Now, I'm surprised Rico's corner didn't say, hey, man, you can't do that with him. You can't do that with him. Well, I will say Rico got caught with a clean uppercut in round 11. That happened. Now, with that being said, he was hurt. He was getting lumped up. He was hurt. When he got up, that's where the discrepancy comes in. Usyk started wailing on him. He got up, knocked the mouthpiece out. He showed the ref, Hey, my mouthpiece is not in. After the knockdown. Got up, put the mouthpiece in. His corner fumbled it. You know, I mean, come on. These are tricks that, you know, they was trying to just get Rico out of that round. I get it. Put it back in. Usyk ran over there, did what he had to do. Here's my problem. That stoppage. Now, do I think Rico would have made it out of 12? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Maybe it turned into a clinch fest, a Vladimir Klitschko's type of clinch fest. So you would have a 10-8 round around 11 and probably a 10-9 round for Usyk. Rico still wins the fight on my card if that happens. Or he gets stopped. Or he gets stopped in round 12. That's a possibility. That stoppage was bullshit. That stoppage was bullshit. Let the man finish on his shield, man. What are we doing here? Where's Jack Reese when we need him, right? For the betterment of the sport. Am I saying that Rico wins if it goes into 12? No. I'm saying I don't like that stoppage. And this is a problem. This is, you know, whatever, man. This has always been a goddamn problem. It's always been a problem. Was Rico hurt? Yes. Do you think he would have won? That's up to perception. He was winning. That was a 10-8 round. 5 seconds left. Let the man go to the corner, man. Usyk was just going to run out at the beginning of round 12 and swarm him anyway. But that stoppage right there with 5 seconds left, for Pete's sake, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'd say there's a 90% chance who's going to get stopped in 12 anyway. But can you please let the man get to 12? What the fuck is happening here? This is what we doing? Man. Oh. I ain't got no problem with Usyk, man. I'm not, you know, he just went in and fought. He did the best he could, and he got the dub. He more than likely, like I just said, round 12, he'd have just ran out there and swarmed Rico anyway. He probably would have I say 95% chance Rico was going to get stopped in 12. But I'm saying let him get to 12 for Pete's sake. Bala Hussein says that I didn't look at the scorecard. They had it a draw after 10? Yo, word. Y'all see this? They had it a draw after, bro. You know what, man? Y'all notice I got light on my boxing content, man. Y'all notice that? You wonder why? First of all, if you check my content, I didn't know it. I don't know who the fuck Rico Van Verhoeven is. I didn't know who he is. I had to Google him. I said, okay, he's a kickboxer. He's nice with it. How the hell did this fight even happen? And Usyk almost fucked around and lost. Why? What is going on here? Well, what isn't going on? What isn't going on? This is, come on, man. Come on, man. McNair says, let's get the Wilder versus Usyk fight now. Nope. Usyk ain't gonna want that smoke. I already told the story about that way back. We was waiting for Usyk to show up in Brooklyn. He stopped short in California. Because at the Barclays, after D got the knockout, there was supposed to be a stare down. We did the whole history on that. You know, I like that fight. But Usyk does not. You know what I mean? And no one's going to hold this over Usyk's head because Usyk's in a position where he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And no one's going to question it. He's the right complexion for the protection. It's the closest thing that white America can align themselves with because he's not a fat, ugly gypsy. I mean, they tried. But when you got titties on your hips, that just don't work out. And this guy, you know, Ukrainian in the heat of that war and everything else, this guy, you know, lightning in the bottle. And I'm not blaming Usyk. I'm just saying I understand how the world works. This isn't his fault. Usyk is nice with it. Yes. There's just certain things he can't help. Now, he called out Deontay, and then he reneged, and now no one's going to say, hey, fight Deontay. No one's going to say that because, you know, Deontay is where he is in his career, and Usyk is where he is in his career, and no one's going to hold that over Usyk to get that done. And Usyk knows he knows in his soul, the fight might not turn out how he look. I think Usyk knows that Deontay will knock him out. Yeah, I said it. Because he could have made that fight. And he ducked it. He ducked it, okay? Don't want to hear it. I know the facts. We was waiting on him in Brooklyn. I couldn't wait to meet him. He stopped short. And watch this. After tonight, they definitely don't want to see no Wilder, because that'll be all America, white America, and all the other racists and all. Listen, the last thing they need is for Wilder to come in there in one fight and knock this guy silly. Because then Deontay Wilder will pick up 4 belts in one fight, and they'll be like, oh, snap. After all we did, the cheating and the trying to degrade his name, all of that, it didn't work. He just came in there and beat this boy up. Something that we didn't even foresee. And D will stand right in there and call out AJ, and AJ will smile and smirk or walk out the arena. He'll fight Fury a 4th time before AJ step into the ring 1 time. But whatever, man. Now, I'm not saying Usyk, I don't like dislike Usyk. I'm just saying, the circumstances are always aligned in his favor. Now, I'm not saying that Rico would have won the fight. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, come on, it was 5 seconds left. Let him get to his corner. Maybe he gets a second win. I don't know. But let the man, bro. Meldrick Taylor, Julio Cesar Chavez. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? If y'all were too young for that, it's on YouTube everywhere. Meldrick Taylor versus Julio Cesar Chavez, bro. Look that up. Boy, the fight was over. Meldrick got up and he was looking to his corner getting instruction. And Mr. Steele stops the goddamn fight. Horrible work, man. Welcome down Van Houten in the building. Salute. Hey, bro. We need Mozzie. Mozzie doesn't make this mistake. Mozzie doesn't make this mistake. Now, here's what I want. American Boxing Channel, salute. Here's what I want. I want everybody to raise the question. Should Usyk hang it up? Should Usyk hang it up? Because did he lose a step, or was Rico just that good? And salute to Rico. I just found out today that he lost his mom during camp. So he was a man possessed. He was a man possessed. And he almost got away with one. He was on a mission. Now, there was a lot of technical things that I saw. It's just that Usyk couldn't capitalize. Usyk has respectable power. You can see it. He has respectable power. But there was a lot of technical flaws. Welcome down Van Houten. I know you saw it. The first 2 rounds, I saw him walking in without no head movement. I'm like, the uppercut's right there. I put it in BFTV's chat. I said, the uppercut is right there. It's right there. In fact, Usyk clipped him with it. I'm like, oh, okay. Why the fuck didn't his corner tell him, yo, stop doing that? Miss Van Houten, salute, Queen. Why didn't he, Bernard, what up? And everybody over there on Rumble, salute. Why didn't they tell him, yo, stop doing that shit? He's gonna hit you. That uppercut was there all night long. And I'm telling you, from a little ass Mike Tyson to, I just said, Anthony Joshua has a really good uppercut. Anthony Joshua knocks Rico out in 2 rounds. Doing that shit? You remember the uppercut he hit Vladimir Klitschko with? That. So there was some boxing technical flaws that I saw in Rico. But he was doing enough to disrupt what Usyk really does good. What Usyk is really great at is remaining calm, having a poker face, doesn't look bothered, even when he's hurt to the body. And that's another thing. How well scouted was Usyk to Team Rico? Because I don't know if you realize it, but he hurt Usyk 2 times to the body. I saw it. I know Mr. Van Houter saw it. I know Miss Van Houter saw it. What did Mozzie win his last fight with? I ain't trying to say much, but you dig what I'm saying? Basically, between Dubois getting robbed in the first fight and, looking at what happened in this fight, Usyk, as a matter of fact, at cruiserweight, he got hurt to the body. The blueprint is there. Who the fuck is going to capitalize on this? I'm just asking. But I want to know, is anyone going to say, hey, man, is it time for Usyk to hang it up? And I'm going to tell you something. Let me say something to the Van Houters. Let me tell y'all something. In this position right now, Usyk ain't trying to get in there with y'all young lion, man. He's not doing it. He got this payday with Rico. He'll take 2 more fights on the way out. He wants zero smoke with none of these young lions, especially y'all son. Hell no. Hell no. Bilal, he's staying. Now you see, I'm glad you mentioned excuse me, Adji Cabiel. I'm glad you mentioned him. I'm telling you right now, that man's a committed body puncher. And this is why Mauricio Sillyman is allowing Cabiel to pay sanctioning fees on an interim fucked off title and won't put him in the ring with the cash cow and Alexander Usyk. This is like so silly, man. This is silly. Yo, man, Adji Cabiel beats Usyk, bro. Adji Cabiel doesn't make the mistakes that Rico made. Now, Adji is not herky-jerky. Usyk is going to be light on his feet and box for 12 rounds, but Adji will eventually put his ass in the triangle and he'll bang him to the body. That will happen. Adji Cabiel beats Usyk at this stage in the game. And please, I want y'all to understand, I don't hate Usyk. I think Usyk is one of the best fighters today. But watch this, y'all. We can't unsee what we saw, right? Sounds familiar? This fight wasn't supposed to be this close. It was not. Like I said, when he chose Rico, I said, why is he fight? Who the fuck is this guy? Who's this guy? Canelo voice. Who is this guy? Who's that guy? And I looked him up. I said, oh, he's nice. Kicking niggas in the face. I said, okay, he's nice with it, but this is boxing, baby. What are we doing here? And he got all the way to 11, and I don't know how the hell they had it a draw. I don't know how they had it a draw. I had Usyk winning 1 round prior to 11. 1. I'm watching it like, what is this? What is happening here? I said, bro, if this dude fucks around and this wasn't, Usyk wasn't throwing the fight. He was really trying. I could look. I'm like, is he throwing? Nah. I'm like, no, he's really trying. He's confused. And I'm like, all right, maybe he's going to run out of gas. Maybe, all that herky-jerky stuff. But, Rico, he didn't have abs for no reason. He was in shape, obviously. But I did not like how he kept running in with his head down. I'm like, he going to eat that uppercut. Boom, there it go. But he ate it. The problem is he ate it late in the fight where the fatigue did set in. And like I said, Usyk has respectable power. So we could salute Usyk, man. This is it's a win But that ref is a fucking asshole, and they could not wait to do that. You could have threw a banana peel in the ring in round 7, and Rico would have fell, and they'd have waved it off. So I'm not saying Usyk was in with the fix. I'm just saying when I say they, I'm talking about the system. They knew what to do. They knew what to do. Now, let me say this. And I don't work for nobody. I work for myself, man. As far as this boxing thing is concerned, you know. Let me say this, and I need you to pay attention, man. And I see the family in the building. Salute. Boxing is boxing. Whether it's the PBC, Matchroom, Queensberry, Top Rank, Zuffa, or Riyadh season. If you can get the machine behind you, you're already up 2 rounds. If your name is Canelo, once you sign a contract, I hope Christian and Billy understands he's already down on the cards by 5 rounds, and one of them is a 10-8. So you got to fight out of the hole. The brothers in the chat just told me the judge's scorecard had it a draw. I don't know what fucking fight they were watching, but let me say this. Nobody is above criticism. Do y'all remember when Turkey Al-Sheikh went into Hamza Shiraz's corner and told him, hey, you're down 2 points? Listen, you're not allowed to do that, but it's Turkey Al-Sheikh. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're not allowed to do that. Now, I didn't say much. I agree, you're not allowed to do that, but I'm like, man, there's so much corruption everywhere. I know Mauricio Silliman's not complaining. There's a lot of it. Matter of fact, all 4 sanctioning bodies and every promotional company you could think of, I know y'all not talking. Shut the fuck up. The difference is Riyadh season and Zuffa, they're throwing money around. Go get your bread. Go get your bread. But if you can get the machine behind you as a fighter, then take the boost. That's boxing, right? Is it not? It's boxing. Take the boost. Fucking crazy. So I do not like that stoppage. Let me be very clear, man. I do not like that stoppage. That was ridiculous, bro. Rico was hurt, but all I'm saying is let him get out of that round. There was 5 seconds left, man. 5 seconds. Does he win the fight? I don't know. But let's see. We've all seen fights where someone gets hit badly and they fall on the floor. Hey, yo, listen, watch this, y'all. I'm not going to say who remembers because a lot of y'all probably weren't even born. If you haven't seen it, please look up Ernie Shavers and Larry Holmes won the first fight. Ernie Shavers was one of the most devastating punches in boxing history. He punched Larry Holmes in his grill. He punched Larry right in the face. Hard hitting Ernie Shavers hit him clean. And Larry fell and bounced on the goddamn floor. And I thought the fight was over. My father is a huge Larry Holmes supporter. And he saw that shit live. And I remember him like, oh! And he stood up and watched the TV with his hands on his hips. He was like, motherfucker. And then my uncle, Junior, your boy getting up. And Larry got up and finished the fight and won it. Salute to my brother Skywalker in that super chat. He says, hey, Drew, have a good holiday, bro. You too, good brother. Thank you so much. And, and don't forget to follow me on Rumble, brother. The link is pinned at the top. The link is pinned. Follow me on Rumble. I don't normally do boxing lives. I told you I won't do boxing lives here anymore, but I guess, you know, when shit gets weird like this, I have to make sure I get all of y'all just to let y'all know how I feel about this. So what if when Larry got up, the ref just waved it off? You understand? That is such like trash, man. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's ridiculous. It's unfair. Now, some may think it's a 50-50 chance, you know, Rico goes into the corner, gets some water thrown on him, have some smelling salt, if they even allow that in Egypt or whatever. Hey, man, you all right? Legendary, salute. He's going to come for you in this round, man. Dance, clinch, make it dirty. Because I had, dogs, I only had Usyk winning. What round was that? It was around, I can't remember what round it was. Was it 9? Or was it 6? I forget. But I had him winning one round. And then round 11, when he dropped him, I said, okay, there go your 10-8. Now he needs round 12. They stopped the fucking fight. My brother Trill Will in that super chat, much love. He said, salute, Brody. I was working during this fight, gonna catch the replay. Yeah, bro. You tell me what you see. You tell me what you see. This was bro. Y'all think Rico was robbed at the end? I'm not mad if you say yes. And I don't want to go with, oh, well, he was going to lose anyway in round 12. We don't know that. There's a high percentage because Usyk would have tried to finish him. Now, you know, Rico probably would have tied him up. Maybe he probably got dropped. It'd probably been a 10-7 round, but, you know, who knows? Phenomenal Mexican, salute. Says I didn't have Usyk winning a single round up until that point. Hey, man, yeah. I think the round I gave him, it was the round where they mixed it up at the end and they struggled. I just gave it to him. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. But a lot of people that I saw in BF's chat was saying, nah, I ain't have him winning not one fucking round. I ain't mad at that. Yes, 704 draw. I was talking about that earlier. Melchor Taylor and Chavez. That was a bad robbery. How about this? Fury Wilder won. What the fuck was Jack Reese doing? And then he explained it. I did it for the betterment of the sport. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. So you stop a count, you fucking asshole? This is what we're doing? My brother Jay Bean, salute, man. He said, first time I've seen Usyk look old. No footwork, no lateral movement, no feints. 233 pounds, yeah. Oh, Jay Bean, yeah, my Rumble link is pinned at the top, too. That's why I'm normally going live. YouTube is just normally for my short videos, my 5 to 10 minute joints. Live streams are going to be strictly for Rumble. But when things get weird, I'm going to go live here just to let y'all know how I feel. But I appreciate y'all, man. Louis here, salute. Coach, what up, man? Yeah, he, you know what, JB? He was confused because Rico was awkward. And I'm going to tell you, his stamina didn't fail him. I said, man, can he keep this herky-jerky shit up for 12 rounds? He almost did it, but he made a technical mistake. And that was coming in, you know, with no head movement. He ate an uppercut. You know? Yeah, Brown on boxing, that's what we were saying. You see why he's ducking Deontay. You see why. This is why. So now I hope people understand. No, he didn't duck Wilder. I'm telling you he did. He did it by way of his own goddamn words. And now you see this fight. And I'm going to tell you right now, Deontay's bigger than Rico, and he's a bigger puncher. Deontay Wilder covered such ground with his lateral movement, and he's very long, lanky, and he's strong in both hands. And he knows not to lead and come in and eat an uppercut like that. Now, the same people that are going to look at this like, man, how the hell did Daniel Dubois not do as well as him? Think about the first fight. And did y'all know that Rico, I believe, was Tyson Fury's chief sparring partner? I want you to think about that. This is crazy work, man. I think that they saved Usyk tonight. There's a part of me, you know, hey, Felix, yeah, you got to watch it, bro. You got to watch it. Usyk hurt him, but the stoppage was so premature. The stoppage was very premature. And again, it was 5 seconds left, Felix, 5 seconds left of the 11th round. And all I'm saying is, we don't know if round 12, if Rico survives. My thing is, let him get there. It was 5 seconds left. He got up, he was getting beat on, and they just jumped in and just stopped it. Yeah, Felicia, it was a political decision. I think so, man. This is crazy. Yeah, Trail Will, we know the truth, man. We know the truth. But I use that word regime at this point. So the old regime at this point, all guys like Wilder and Fury and Chisora and AJ and Usyk is a part of that now. So they're in a different realm. They can go sit down and make room for the new regime. Yeah, Najee, I mean, people, they, you know, they believe half-ass information. You know what I mean? They don't watch the sport like how we watch it. You know, I debunked the the Usyk thing in my videos here. When he was asked, would he face Deontay? First, he said Deontay would be easy work. Then he was like, would you fight him? He was like, no. It's like, well, why? Because. That was his response. You know how your parents say, yo, don't do that. Why not? Because. And that was the answer. You just had to deal with it. Yeah. Deontay Wilder will knock Usyk out, bro. Believe it. Because up until today, you didn't think Usyk could look bad in a fight. But go back and watch the Daniel Dubois fight. And I forgot who he fought at cruiserweight. Oh, wait a minute. What am I talking about? That was, wait a minute. I'm bugging. My bad. I'm bugging. That was Michael Hunter. If y'all can, find the Michael Hunter fight when he fought Usyk at cruiserweight. Exactly. Fabio Wardley's eyes are hanging out his head. They didn't do shit. Rico has it. It's 5 seconds left to a round. The ref jumps in there. I don't understand these refs, man. I don't understand. It was Michael the Bounty Hunter. Salute to him. He's a friend of the Stronghouse. That fight was so close, man. That fight was so close. Crazy, man. Yeah, he didn't look too good against Chisora either, man. I mean, Usyk, listen, man, Usyk is nice with it, But let's not act like he's the end all. He's not. The guy can get got, which is why on the way out, he mentioned Fury again. He took this fight. I don't know what he does next, but he's going to consider it, man. I know who he's not going to fight. He ain't fighting Deontay. I was talking to Tate Jones earlier today. I saw he let me know some things on the table. I'll let him break that news to you. But this shit right here, yeah, you know what? I'm going to find out what D thought about this, man. Oh, shit, boy. Yeah, man. And Ajit Cabiel, yeah, Prince Savage, word up, man. Ajit Cabiel right now should be screaming. He was there in attendance. He was sitting there in the front row, man. At this point, Ajit Cabiel should be screaming at the top of his lungs. Yo, bro, I should be next. What the fuck you doing? They ain't gonna let that happen. How do you market him to the American public? Usyk had a perfect story. The Ukrainian war and, blah, 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 blah. Don't fuck about none of that. Nah, Felicia, what happened was when he was asked, Usyk, when he was going heavyweight, he says Wilder was the easiest of the bunch. That's what he said. And, Wilder goes on a tear. And then when the question was asked, would you fight Wilder next? He said no. And when they said why, and I think it was Radio Raccoon, he says why? He says because, and that was his answer. And he started laughing. Yeah. Yeah. And let me talk about this real quick. Richard Torres, let me just say this. Stylistically, Richard Torres was never ready. And I say this respectfully, because I root for him. You're an American fighter. Let me just say this respectfully. The way Richard fights in the pros is exactly how he was fighting in the Olympics. He fights like he can never settle down. He's never calm. He comes out and he's very feinty and he's like jumping and nobody's falling for that shit. But he's not doing it on purpose. That's just how he is. That if I was in Richard Torres' corner, I would not have taken that fight. Riyadh season or not, bro. I'd have been like, yo, you got to give us Frank Sanchez. Don't give us somebody else, bro. You know why? Those Cubans be boxing since they're like 2. And by the time they get here, they be 37 years old. They tell us they're 27. They be like full grown-ass men with 400 amateur fights, 1,200 pros that you don't know about, and like 1,000 street fights. So they're not buying into this herky-jerky feint shit. They're not doing that. And that fight ended exactly how I thought it would. Now, my work schedule been fucked up. There was a lot of things I want to talk about, but I'll be at the job like 4 in the morning. I'll be home until like 9. So I'm a zombie. But my schedule will be more controllable, when I pick again. And I'll be like it'll take effect like in late June. So I'm pushing out content. Y'all just got to be on the lookout for it. I appreciate y'all. And I got a lot more pep talk coming. Hoo-wee. Oh, and my Patreon, I'm sorry, I've been slacking, but I got a lot of stuff lined up. I just have to release it. I'm gonna release 2 Patreons a week. But yo, Frank Sanchez was nice and calm and uppercut. Punch of the night. Uppercut. And Rich went to sleep. Now, his was bad. Here's why I wouldn't have taken that fight. Where does Rich go from here? Where does he go from here? Frank Sanchez is a he's real decent, man. But I don't think that was meant for him to win like that. I mean, Rich is up and coming, man. He lost bad. So what does he do next? Everyone likes to talk about business. So business-wise, what do you do next? Wow, what you got going on? That was fucked up. Mr. Van Houten says, now Zuffa, he turned down Zuffa for that fight. Whoa. Uh-oh. So he tried to jump the gun and go to maybe he really thought he could beat Frank Sanchez. He went straight to a Riyadh pay-per-view and hoped for the best, and he got slept on the world stage in the second round. He should have went to Zuffa. Because and I'm going to say this, stylistically, I didn't see him beating Frank Sanchez. I didn't see that. He needs more in that camp. He needs someone to calm him down and show him some things. And I just foreseen that happen. I hoped for the best. I was rooting for him. And there's no shade to Frank Sanchez. I was just rooting for Picard. I was rooting for him. I was like, man, do your best. And then Mr. Shelton texted me, he said, yo, he got smoked in 2 rounds. I said, damn. Oh, goodness. Jared Anderson. But listen, the Rumble link is pinned. Y'all go ahead and follow me on Rumble. It's pinned at the top. Yeah. Just be on the lookout for videos here. Oh, that's who his main sparring partner was? Wait a goddamn minute. Once upon a time I wanted Jared Anderson versus Frank Sanchez, and I picked Frank to do it. Hey, Rich, Pete. Mozzie Van Houten is next up. That's our new American heavyweight champion. I promise you. I promise you. You will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. I was concerned for Torres. I really was, because his style he's game, but he's very, very he doesn't settle down, man. He has tools, but it has to be fine-tuned. You know what I mean? Rich, trust me. You could look him up. He's on YouTube. Look him up. His mom's and his pops is in the chat right now. He's a big kid, man. And I mean kid. The brother don't even got facial hair. But I'm telling you, it's there. It's there. So we good. I'm telling you, we good. I'd have trust Mozzie in there versus hold on, what the hell is this? Somebody texted me. I'm sorry. I'd have trust Mozzie in there with Frank Sanchez than Richard Torres, bro. Yeah, Joe, I am. I'll be live tomorrow, Strong House, me and Stormy, LDBC Strong, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be here. Yeah, I know, Rich. It's crazy. It's crazy. Welcome down. Put the link in the chat. So my brother Rich can follow. Yes, sir, Joe. Salute to you, as always. Telling you, man, this kid is the goods. Yeah, there's a new era coming in, and we tried to back Jared Anderson, but The kid is a head case. You feel me? Kid is a head case, man. You know, I mean, there it is. There it is, right there. There it is, Rich. Right there. I mean, you know, you can't trust Jared Anderson, and I knew it from day one. And then, you know, I don't like to talk things into existence. I just watch it, and I was always concerned. And then the Roy Jones interview happened, and I said, "Well, there it is. There it is." But I'm 23. I'm like, nah, hell no. Hell no. Really, man? But I'm 23. I said, over. It's over. But I'm 23. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's share this screen. Let's do that. Let me see if they let me. Here we go. Let me move this pic. Let's do that.
Match that left a new shock in the heavyweight.
House, you a bad motherfucker.
The instant kill. Which combined overwhelming power and speed, stunned the entire venue and left a strong impression on the fans.
That's our guy.
This match was not just a victory for a young fighter, but also a sign of a change in the heavyweight power structure.
Got the juice now, man.
Van Houter entered the ring at the age of 21 with an astonishing record of 11 wins in his professional career. When he made his professional debut at just 17 years old, he fought in the super welterweight class, but his body has grown significantly with age, and he has now evolved into a physique that is fully suited to the heavyweight class. It was not just a simple increase in weight, but a move up a weight class while maintaining his speed and explosive power, and his high level of perfection has been attracting attention since his debut. Rafael Murphy, on the other hand, is an experienced veteran with 18 wins under his belt, and pre-fight evaluations suggested that his experience might outweigh his youth. There was also a weight difference of approximately 11 kilograms, with Murphy weighing in at 114 kilograms and Van Houter weighing in at 103 kilograms. In the heavyweight division, this difference is by no means small, and especially in a match between two powerful fighters, the balance between experience and physical strength is important. However, those expectations were completely overturned immediately after the match began. From the moment the bell rang, Van Houter came forward with overwhelming strength. Although he was cautious in his step work to close the distance, the difference in speed was already clear in the sharp exchanges. Murphy carefully prepared himself, but he was unable to keep up with Van Houter's continuous feints and changes in rhythm, and he was gradually pushed back to the ropes. What was particularly impressive was Van Houter's high level of punching control. Instead of the big hooks and brute force strikes typical of heavyweight fighters, he mixed compact, sharp straights with body blows, steadily inflicting damage. From the beginning, the strategy of accurately striking the body and wearing down Murphy's stamina was clear.
Boom! Oh my God!
And the fate was sealed about a minute into.
I swear to God, he shit his pants. I swear to God, he shit his pants. That shit look like it hurt. Oh Lord!
To the fight. Van Houter landed a powerful left body blow that landed in Murphy's chest, momentarily stopping the veteran fighter's movements. Van Houter, not missing this opportunity, quickly closed the distance and unleashed.
Now, y'all, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all go follow my brother. Y'all go follow my brother. Now, listen. Let me tell y'all something. He hits Usyk like that in the pocket. What happens? See? You see? See that? I know he got to get that. He got to get there. JB said they had Usyk up on all the cards. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Oh God. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on the Painful Excellence podcast. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Rumble. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Patreon. I got a story to tell. You know, it's always involved some goddamn girl from the 90s. God damn it. That body shot, Usyk does not get up, bro. Thank you, JB, and I need to see that. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my God. They had him up on every fucking card, man. Come on. And you see, when you express your detest for shit like this, people will call you a hater. No, I like Usyk, but it's the shit surrounding him. It was like that with Manny Pacquiao for years. I didn't have a problem with Manny. It was his fan base and Bob Arum and the Top Rank Machine that got on my fucking nerves, man. That was the problem. Yeah, Rolly. Yep. Jeez. Mozzie's next up, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. Usyk, get out of Dodge, man, before you're a victim of those ribs, bro. I'm 6'2". Mozzie what, 6'5", right? Yep. Every bit of it. That's our guy. We're going to root for him now. We're going to support him now. Right? Just like we did Devin, right? Just like we do Devin. Look at him and Bill now. Feel that? We're going to do the same thing with the Van Houters, the exact same thing. And they're going to get the exact same outcome. Look at that. 6'5", 230. That's a heavyweight, ladies and gentlemen. That's a heavyweight, ladies and gentlemen. That's our guy. We're calling it now. And I'm going to love it when down the road, when he's winning belts and shit, and he's headlining pay-per-views, motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, now the LDBC, they're riding him like they started riding DHP, not knowing that Bill came to us. Faggots. So June or July, y'all up? You know we there. You know we there. This is going to be the headlining guy, I guarantee you. Keep your eye on Zuffa. Keep your eye on Mozzie. I'm telling you right now. Because we ain't have one since Deontay, and you see what they did to him. But this is different. Deontay fell victim of the old machine, the old regime. Fucking Turkey Out of Sheik told Deontay what they did to him. They told him. There's a lot of shit the average motherfucker don't know. I'm telling you, man. For real. Hell yeah. And salute to you. Y'all make sure y'all screenshot this and everything else. And salute to you. Because we're not, listen, we're not fair weather fanatics here. We support. Hell, Keith Thurman was fucking with us once upon a time until he went Hollywood, but that's on him. We don't hate him. Feel me? He made a choice. It's all good. You know what I mean? Mozzie's the total package. You're going to see. We're going to see. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I can't wait till you get that first big name, bro. I'm telling you. We're here for the long haul. Feel me? And shout out to Elijah Pierce, the Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Cats don't know. They don't remember. Oshaki Foster's a wrench in my chat. See, cats don't. All right, man. Yeah, you know, it's all good. Hell yeah. Nah, hen dog, because kamikazes go on suicide missions. I'm saying if cats want to fight Mozzie, they're on a kamikaze mission. You feel me? You want to fight Mozzie, you must be a kamikaze. Get ran over. Maserati. Nothing gets by me. Come try me. Get your ass cut up like salami. I'm from the Bronx. It's easy, y'all. I got boss. I will roast a nigga out here. But yo, let me get out of here. Oh, Money Power. Yeah, we fucks with Money Power. Hell yeah. Oh, you pulling up on Shockey on his fight? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Marna so Icy Sims. Oh, you pulling up on yo. Damn. I'm trying to go to the I'm trying to get it past to go to the Zayas and Boots fight. I'm telling y'all right now, I got a bad feeling for Boots. I want him to win, but there's something weird. There's a disturbance in the force. There's a disturbance in the force. You know what I mean? Yeah, Shock versus Ford. I like that. I got Shockey in that, man. But salute to Ray Ford, though. I love talking boxing, but my job is kicking my ass. They paying me for my worth, though, but I like having my own schedule. They, you know, whatever, man. But yo, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I lay down. I've been up since 4 this morning, y'all. Man, but salute to everyone at Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, Super Chat. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Rumble, follow me on Patreon, follow the Painful Excellence podcast. And y'all make sure y'all follow all the Van Houders. We're gonna support our next great American heavyweight. Real shit. Man, salute to y'all. And I'll be back up here tomorrow. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay? No, you can't deny. You are gay. And you got gay friends who are telling everyone how you became the gayest of all of them. Shame. He's gay.
Gay, gay.
Gay!
That means you're gay.
But I kind of think you're gay.
Called you gay, by the way.
What are you, a fag?
Cause bitch, you a fag.
You are bags!
Homosexual.